My name is Duddits, I do builds and stuff. Next week in Destiny 2 we have got Festival of the Lost, and I think Bungie have actually possibly cooked a little bit, something that's gone under the radar. This 6-man activity in the Altars of Sorrow that is coming on Tuesday. Like I said, I actually think Bungie have cooked a little bit and it seems to have gone a little bit under the radar. After years of delving into haunted lost sectors, we have a new PvE activity coming to Festival of the Lost, Haunted Altars. It's a 6-player match-made activity on the moon. You could say it's a spooky spin on Altars of Sorrows. Defeat waves of enemies, build defences and feed your monster before popping like a pinata full of candy. All the goodness of all the candy, etc. We're going to be getting all that. The other thing it says as well is the other activity inspired by Festival of the Lost is Red Rumble. Interesting name, isn't it? This is a PvE 6-player version of Rumble, where you shoot headless ones to drop ammo. Now, what about weapons? We've got loads of weapons coming in. Gunburn, Hushed Whisper and Arcane Embrace. Couple of new ones and an old slug shotgun there. Precision shotgun, sorry. But what they've actually gone and said in a couple of other tweets, etc., is this Altar of Sorrows is going to have waves now like this, but it's a 6-player activity. So it's going to be a little bit like Onslaught. There's going to be things we can sort of like build to defend as well. So there's going to be all types of different builds. We're all going to be running the Synthoceps Icefall builds on Stasis, especially Synthocept ones that's going to wreak havoc. You've got loads of good solar builds as well, which I've covered quite a lot on this channel. Obviously, at the moment, Altars of Sorrow on the moon it's kind of useless really, unless you're doing old quests. All the enemies feel a bit weak. It's kind of boring. But when it first came out, it was actually really fun, Altars of Sorrow, because it was quite tricky to do, and the loot was relevant at the time. And obviously, like I said, it is power crept at the moment, but a buff to this activity where we're going to get harder enemies, and it's been a 6-player match-made activity as well. And again, they mentioned the wave thing. It's already waves, but they've actually gone on and said about in some tweets and stuff like that, we're going to be able to sort of build defences. Now, instantaneously, that obviously reminded us of Onslaught. So I popped into Onslaught for a bit of footage originally. Now, this still blows my mind how people recognise me, obviously from the YouTube. I'm just a guy from East Yorkshire, Hull. Just blows my mind. I did feel a little bit bad. I jumped in just for a bit of footage. I didn't really fancy doing a 30 wave, but these guys was pretty solid. I did make a bit of an excuse up. I said I was having some internet work done just in case things went tits up on the Onslaught run. But we managed to stay in and get the full run done very easily. Like I said, I just told a little Porky just in case I had to make my excuses and get out of there. But I felt bad, so I stuck in and did the full run with them. Anyways, back to the altars and the Festival of the Lost. Now, if Altars of Sorrow actually gets buffed back up again to our level, which it's obviously going to, now bearing in mind we're going to get absolutely showered with loot as well during that activity, adding some defences that we're going to be able to build into Altar of Sorrows. I actually think Bungie could have cooked big time with this little mini update. As I mentioned earlier on, there's loads and loads of good builds. We're just going to have quite a lot of fun in there on Tuesday. As far as I'm concerned, I think it's going to be really good. As we know, the Altar of Sorrows, the waves are actually very significant as well. You do get a lot of waves, and you can chain a lot of your abilities with builds. Like I said, mention your Icefall Mantle builds, your Synthocept Stasis builds, your Helion, and all the buffs to the turrets and the grenade stats on Warlocks, etc. We're going to have a really good time on Tuesday and get absolutely showered with loot. That wraps up this video. I just wanted to do a quick one on that, just in case you missed it. Get on it on Tuesday. Let me know what you guys think, and I'll hopefully see you in the Altars of Sorrow on Tuesday. Again, let me know what you think. Under the radar, are you playing on Tuesday? Thanks for watching. Have a great day.